Hello folks, and welcome back to World of Warcraft Kulgoroth edition. Recording locally. Everything's ticking up just fantastically. All's well. Let's continue. It's been a few days since I last recorded, and can I be honest with you, since I'm leveling a rogue here, I was saying before I was going to level a human rogue as like one of the special ones that I was going to keep bringing with me to each new expansion and whatnot. I'm kind of tempted in just sticking with this guy. And, you know, saying fuck it with the human rogue. I'll still be leveling a human up through a few areas, but like Drellwyn Forest and Westfall. But, you know, that might be it. So we'll wait and see, but to be honest, I'm kind of tempted in sticking with this character. I've been really off for the last few days, just not with it. Like, I've just not been getting enough sleep, even though I've been sleeping plenty. It's quite annoying, honestly. Just like my head was like light. Strange feeling. I've also been quite lazy about uploading vids. I've ran out of Legion videos that have been uploaded. I have plenty more on my computer. A few months worth. And I've ran out of alt videos uploaded. Plenty more, again, on my computer. Just need to upload them. Stops near the end of the Dwarf series. For the Dwarf and Priest guy. Oh yeah, he's dead. No, not interested. Oh yeah, there's a thing on Kyrok that I need to get. Okay, let's reaffix the poison. And I have to go get on the bat and get rid of Forsaken Catapults and Invading Forsaken. And I believe I read this last time, but I'll read it again to be sure. As much as I want to exact swift and brutal revenge, I must honour my son's memory first. He cared for his people first and foremost. The Undertaker's Pass goes underground below Northgate River. You must prevent the plague from being deployed while we evacuate our men, women and children to Adaric's repose. We capture one of Forsaken's dreaded bombing bats. I want you to fight the infernal beast as best you can, and unleash hell upon those who seek to bring the plague to our people. Hurry. And here's an iron bomb. Launch a devastating iron bomb on the Forsaken invaders. And this will fly back to a good day city. What's with the random mist over here? It's kinda weird, you know? Just random mist around the place. Is that meant to be plague? It really is a good thing that they capture one of the bats. It's just like the most convenient at times. Oh, I'm done. But let's keep going and see, you know, just the entire thing here. Christ, they have some plague running operation. How didn't the orc gut person see all this? Because they didn't exactly waste any time before deploying it. Like, seriously. I would also love to use meat wagons more in WoW. I know there's a Scourge thing and not a Forsaken thing, but yeah, close enough. Well, actually, the Forsaken did use meat wagons in Warcraft 3. Probably just so they didn't have to go make a different siege engine and whatnot for the second undead faction. Yeah, that's meant to be plague. Oh, they're certainly wasting those supplies. Yes, let us bombard the area where no one is. That is totally the best use of our chemical weapons. Yes. You know this to be true. I'm just tossing out a few more for shits and giggles. These bombs are quite effective. A few thousand damage. If only we had them more. Like, I could toss them around more. To be honest, I am actually tempted to stick with this character if only for his top hat. What can I say? He's got good dress sense.
Has done us a great service.
You've done well, Kulgoroth. Almost everyone managed to make it through. Almost everyone? Who didn't? Us? It's time to pack it in, Kulgoroth. Most of the people have made it through. It's your turn now. Take this torch, you're gonna need it. The tunnel is full of nasty, knee-biting critters of the worst kind. Use it to keep them at bay. Speak with Kernan on the other side. It's a half-burnt torch. Graveyard rats. Ooh, and graveyard spiders. Yeah, let's use the torch. Assholes! Yeah, just keep spamming it basically. There's so goddamn many of them. You'd think they would keep this place clear. But then again, at the same time, there's probably plenty of nooks and crannies here for them to hide. So, easy enough for them, you know, if they even did go on regular purges, for plenty of them to hide. Somehow doubt anyone lives here much. You know, it's a house probably for the grave, person taking care of the graveyard. Don't they live here much? And that's not a, water barrel around. It's just a miscellaneous barrel. Also, whenever I come through here, it always makes me think of the graveyard at Kulgoroth. Don't think it's this one. Forgotten Hill. Yeah, that's the one.
We live another day.
You're here, Kulgoroth. Most everyone made it through. But now we're stuck here, surrounded by our own dead. In our hurry to escape for safety, we disturbed the resting homes of our ancestors, Kulgoroth. A grave sin, if you will pardon the pun. It is tradition that a small memento be buried on top of a Glenane's graveyard, beneath the shallow earth. I take it he meant to say, buried on top of a Glenane's grave, beneath the shallow earth. The stampede of people fleeing these tunnels has unearthed these mementos and angered its spirits. Find them and bring them to me. We'll see to it that the dead return to their eternal slumber. And these mementos are just in the disturbed soil. I'm sure if I wanted to, I could find a way to poison the ghosts, but I don't know if I care that much. I don't know if I care enough to, break, reality. So I'll just cloak my way through here. I'll cock my way through here. Now I'm imagining something very different happening. Just hot warging on ghost sex. Ooh yeah. There's a rule on the internet. I don't remember what number it is, but if you can think of it, there's porn of it. And the girl from The Ring. I've seen like I don't know, sexy fan art of her, or maybe it's maybe more piss take, but either way, like her coming out of the TV and older, more well endowed, and then falling right out of her top. That kind of thing. So I won't be surprised if there's werewolf on ghosts, porn out there. Would not be surprised at all. Ooh, person. Glenane survivor just wandering around, being completely unmolested by the ghosts. Unlike me. What can I say? They like my warging ass. Damn furries. And here's Adaric's tomb. No bloody clue who Adaric is. And I can't read the plaque, quite annoyingly. If I could read the plaque, I might get an idea of who the fuck he is. Seems like someone liked to drink here. Let's see. If I could scroll in, it would be easier to tell. There's also some flowers left for him here. As well as a dagger dug into the thing. And, more alcohol. Okay, black fight. Let's move these over here. so I just don't get confused. Well, I wouldn't get confused while stealthed. I was thinking, you know, in combat I wouldn't get confused and hit the wrong key, but I wouldn't be panicked like that if I'm stealthed. You're back, Kulgoroth. Thank you, Kulgoroth. Let us hope this works. You've done it, Kulgoroth. Even in these times we must honour our dead. Take these offerings and place them at Odoric's tomb. Let us hope that's enough to placate the ghosts of our ancestors. Blessed offerings. Place blessed offerings at Odoric's tomb to calm the disturbed spirits. Alright. Excuse me. Wait, did it say I could loot something there? Because I swore I saw the loot symbol. Like the cursor changed to looting. Don't see it. Maybe I just missed it. I have no idea.
May the light bless the spirits of our ancestors, for they've chosen to allow my son to rest upon this holy ground. It is here, surrounded by the heroes and patriots of Gilneas, where he belongs.
You were a true man of the people, Liam. Unlike any royal I've ever met. We'll make them pay for this.
Gilneas will remember your courage forever.
We'll return, Liam. I swear this to you.
Apparently the head Worgen guy, Darius, couldn't even pay his respects to the guy's grave. He had to talk to the mountain instead. Well, the jut of rock. It's not really a mountain. Also, the thing I was saying earlier, before, when we were in Gilneas City and we're fleeing for the first time, I was saying about before the last stand, I was saying that all the I was talking about the characters. It's that it was out of loyalty to their people that they started butting heads. Darius and Gen. That's why they started butting heads. But out of loyalty to their people. People of Gilneas. Gen out of his loyalty to people here, trying to protect as many people as possible, while I presume Darius's people were over here in Silverpine. And were sealed off by Gen's wall. So that, loyalty to their people brought them into conflict. It was just, I don't know. I kind of like that touch. I don't know. It just appealed to me in some way.
Live another day.
It's done, Kulgoroth. The dead return to the slumber. No, they don't. We might have lost their city, but at least it looks like oh, they did! I wasn't expecting that. We might have lost their city, but at least it looks like the dead have forgiven us. Meet with the rest of the survivors in Kiel Harbour. I'm sure there's plenty to do before we're in the clear. Gen hasn't arrived yet, so I suppose Lord Crowley will be in charge there. It's kind of interesting, he still has his title. Typically when people rebel, they lose their title, but again, this is a different thing. There seems to be like a mutual respect kind of going on, rather than, Lord Angrit's and King Angrit's and Rebellious Lord. It's, there's mutual respect going on. And the king understands why he rebelled. Loyalty to his people and all that. It's why the king did what he did. Loyalty to his people. Trying to protect as many as he could. So, based on saying, he understands. Like I said, it's nice touches. Like I was saying before, I would like to see return to Gilneas to retake the thing. Don't know when that could be done. Maybe next expansion? Like the conflict between the Forsaken and the Gilneans reach a further head. And the Forsaken try and stamp out any resistance in Gilneas. The Gilneans try and bolster resistance and retake the place. That kind of thing. Will be cool. And the Night Elves are here to help. That's good. Might be useful for goddamn once.
We do what we must.
It's good to see you again, Kulgoroth. The Night Elves made good on their promise. They brought ships and are ready to offer a sanctuary in their lands. Unfortunately, the Forsaken's allies have arrived as well. The Orcs are advancing upon us, while the Horde gunship prevents the transport ships from taking our people to safety. The Druids are holding the enemy back, but that won't last long. Fortunately, the Elven ships were carrying siege weapons. Take one of the glaive throwers, meet the enemy head on. Regrettably, Warcraft 3 glaive throwers were nowhere near this burly. These are going to be much burlier than they are. And sadly, you can't go diagonally in these. It can go straight, or turn, then straight. Well, actually, you can turn and go straight at the same time, but you can't just hit E or Q and go, you know, just off on this, you know, angle. But anyway, launch glaive. Launches large glaive towards the area, causing physical damage to enemies and causing them to be knocked back. Here's glaive barrage. Fires barrage, dealing physical damage, causing them to be knocked back. And here's double speed. Increase movement speed by 100% for 10 seconds. You know, these protectors would, these ancients would probably serve better if they were, you know, wait, the wolf mounts are elites for some reason. Weird. Anyway, the protectors would probably serve better if they're, you know, the ancients would serve better if they were, you know, burrowed and whatnot. Rooted. Ancients in, you know, Warcraft 3 could root and then provide their services. They could also stand up and walk around. There was ones also there whose job was to fend off attackers rather than providing, building, you know, selling stuff to you, or to give you troops. They were just there to protect the town. They flung rocks, but they only did that if they were burned. So that's just what I'm referencing there. Or and by burrowed I mean rooted. Like, English goes to shit sometimes. And at some stage I will go and deal with Warcraft 3. Some stage. Well, I've already dealt with Warcraft 3, but I mean a second time. The orcs thankfully seem to be ignoring me so far. Piss off. Oh wait, this is where we're walking from Greymane's Manor. Yeah, we do go here at some stage. Cool. Full circle. But anyway, nice. But yeah, I will be replaying through Warcraft 3 at some stage. Piss off. When? No idea. But I will be doing it at some stage. It's gonna be a bit of a bitch to do because that orc's losing his shit over here. He's trying to kill invisible ancients. But anyway, I have to do an audio test. But one issue, when you first load up the game, you get a cutscene that you can never replay, it seems, as far as I can tell. Maybe you just have to wait on the main menu long enough and it replays. But I have no idea on that front. I think I was just impatient while I was waiting the first time, but it's possible that it only plays the first time you go into it, and no other time. So I have to do an audio test. Then, uninstall the game, reinstall it, let you see the cutscene, start recording, let you see the cutscene, and hope me telling the thing to start recording doesn't skip the cutscene. And what's the third thing? And then afterwards reset the audio to the better level. It's a bit awkward, and I really don't have patience to do audio tests. They're utterly dreadful. Also, I didn't actually need to come back in the vehicle. I could have just left it, but
We will prevail.
it's almost over,